A future untold. As the blood challenge comes to an end, you and Atlas remain in the middle of the destroyed Thief Arena, still reeling. I really did it. Atlas let a groan as he pushed himself onto his hands and knees, limbs shaking unsteadily. Elijah, Atlas. Your mom rushes out the stands onto the field, all of your friends and Dean Swan right behind her. They're both alive. Thank God. Which of you is hurt worse? I can hear you. What happened anyway? None of us could see a thing due to all that magic. It doesn't matter what happened. What matters is if you're both alright. I found an alternative solution. One where neither of us has to die. What'd you do? Take Alice's magic. Now I'm the only one with the refractory power. Alice, dear, let me help you. Across from you, your mom helps Atlas back to his feet and wraps him up in a tight hug. I can't cast. It's okay. I've got you. As your friends crowd in around you, Becca quickly pulls to the front and pulls you into a warm embrace. At outside of you, in all the magic, for a moment, I feel the worst. I should have had more faith in you, in us, but none of that matters now. He lets you go to cup your cheek in his hand. All that matters is you're back by my side, breathing and whole and perfect. Beckett. The rest of your friends pressing closer, worry painted across their faces. That was probably the most stressful thing I ever watched. I think I bit all my fingernails off. But hey, at least none of us had to go to a funeral later. Zeph, too soon. Just a little, but it was funny. As his eyes fill with tears, she drags you and everyone nearby into a group hug. I'm just so happy you didn't die. Thanks to you, Esther. If you hadn't called on the elders, I don't know that I would have made it. And you too, Beckett. Thanks for stepping in when you did. Beckett straightens his jacket and clears his throat as Esther lets you all go. Yes, well, I believe Zeph would say that rules are made to be broken. And while I don't generally agree with that sentiment, there are times where it holds true. And this was one of those times. It wasn't even necessarily against the rules. I mean, Elijah was there to call on Loomis for help. That's not that different. Oh God, Loomis. The air beside you shimmers as Loomis and Navi both appear from the ether. Loomis looks a little roughed up, but otherwise fine. You bend down to pet the top of his head, and he eagerly nuzzles into the touch. I'm glad you're okay too, buddy. The moment's interrupted as Alex pushes his way to your group of friends, heading right for you. How could you do this to me, Elijah? How could you take away the one thing I relied on for all my life? Alex, at least you're alive. And what kind of life is one without magic? What's the point of living like that? I guess that's something you have to figure out for yourself. You always told me how much you wanted a normal life. Now's your chance to experience that. It's then that continuously steps between the two of you, finally floating down from the stands. We have much to discuss, perhaps in a different location. In a swirl of magic, you, Atlas, and everyone else are teleported outside the deep arena, which looks oddly pristine considering the damage inside. Earth, wood, sun, moon, metal, water, blood. Elijah, as the only one with refractory powers now, you are the new High Ten. Congratulations. Thanks. I'm looking forward to getting started. Whatever. Continues to give us out a noise. That sounds strange, like a sigh as they look over the campus. It's strange. but I feel differently than I normally do when a secession competition ends. What do you mean? I know that I should go into status right now, but I find myself reluctant to do so. The very thought makes my chest hurt. So you don't have to go. Unfortunately, my protocols dictate otherwise. The protocols say that you have to go into status immediately. Surely you can hang around an extra day or two without there being any problems. I am not sure. I had never tried to remain that long before. Oh no, you don't. You know that I'm here before I have the chance to give you a piece of my mind. Shreya marches up to the contingency, gets right in their face. Not only did you put two brothers against each other, you repeatedly put them in harm's way with each of your challenges. You also dragged the rest of us into your stupid little game and put our lives on the line. And if that wasn't enough, you didn't show any remorse for any of it. Remind me never to get on Shreya's bad side. I would like to think you wouldn't need a reminder for that. The light in Contingency's eyes seems to dim ever so slightly, a low hum, like a whine, emitting from them. Why do your hers make my eyes hurt? It's called sadness. It's an emotion. But I don't have emotions. Maybe you do now? Perhaps, but it does not change my programming. This must be goodbye. Not necessarily. For this challenge, Evan and I were looking for a way to exploit that program of yours. I didn't quite figure it out in time, but that's because there was a seal on you that I believe only the high ton can unlocked. Then I can do it right now? Precisely. If you unlock that seal, you sure to alter contingency's programming and rules of future secession contests. If you want, you could even change how a successor is chosen when a high ton dies before selecting one. Then there wouldn't have to be any more fights to the death. That'd be wonderful. I think the rules definitely need to change, but we should only do that if we both feel that way. You want my opinion? Even after we both had to take part in the competition, so we both should agree on this future. Alter contingency's programming to decide the future, as well as how the high time position is filled going forward. I believe you start to channel your magic into them. That should release the seal. Let's see. You pour your magic into contingency, and their body begins to hum and vibrate, eyes flickering wildly. Then they go still. Design mode enabled. Awaiting new commands. Seems like that did it. You step in front of contingency, but they continue to stare straight ahead. First, I want an apology for everything you put Atlas and made you over the last few months. Contingency blinks, and her eyes seem to suddenly see you as their brow froze. Elijah, I'm sorry to both of you for the pain I caused you and the challenges and the strain I put on your relationship. Now you just have to figure out how to make them less like they are. Perhaps what they need is more emotions. That was what guided me back when I first manifested a uniform. Oh yes, they definitely need to be able to feel joy, surprise, and empathy. Should probably add in sadness and fear if you want them to be better at understanding regular people. Anger as well. And teaching a construct anger may be dangerous. They're going to feel it, whether you teach them or not. At least if they understand it, they can find an outlet for it. You heard them, see? Add the full range of emotions to your default settings. I shall implement that immediately, though I'm unsure how that will help me better administer secession competitions. You won't be doing that anymore, and you won't have to go into status anymore. But then the magic power in me shall eventually run out. And how long do you predict your current magic will last you if you weren't to go into status? Approximately 50 years, 37 days, 8 hours, 46 minutes, and 9 seconds. That gives us plenty of time to find an alternate power source for you. So from now on, you'll be free to do what you want. But if I'm not inside or administering the competition, what else is there to do? I guess you have to figure that out. There are numerous books on the subject. And if you need more ideas, you got a whole group of people here that can give you suggestions. Please, if you were me, what would be the first thing you do? Hit up a hot springs and take a very long soak. You need to learn how to relax. But wait, what will become the competition? Well, first, we have to decide if we even want it to be a competition. How else could a higher ton be determined if one wasn't chosen by the previous higher ton? Well, we could do it the way the tuneless governments typically do. Take a vote across all of the ton in the world. And that actually works. Most of the time. Fascinating. Does it work in the world's favor? No. Does it go down a hill because many people's votes? Or because the person they voted for rigged the votes? Because they shouldn't have won otherwise? Because so many people don't want the person in charge? Why are they in charge? Is it because it was rigged? We'll never know. We do know. But we're gonna shut up now. I don't know. Organizing a vote the size in the limited time we can afford to be without higher ton seems difficult. If you worry about that, then how's the higher ton council can be the ones to vote? They know what the job requires, and therefore would know what to look for in the candidates. That's just like when the elders are convened to make a decision. Or we can keep the competition, make the last challenge not be a battle to the death. All those sound like good options to me. It's just a matter of deciding what you think would be the best for future generations. You might as well choose, since you're already doing plenty of that today. I think the high ton should be chosen by the High Ton Council. The High Ton Council knows everything that's going on in the magical world, which makes them the perfect ones to select this leader. Not to mention, it's far more fair than a competition and takes less time than a majority vote. So be it. Not a hum of a bass off of contingency, but dies down when they open their eyes. It is done. And how you feel about all this, see? Decided all my existence, things have been set in stone, set up with rigid rules, but no longer. I look forward to seeing how this new policy plays out. So do I. And I also want to thank you, Elijah, for teaching me over these last few months and continuing to now. I'm sure I will see you again someday. I wanted you to know of my gratitude before I head out to see the world. Continuously gives you a final smile, then turns and floats off, back toward the school, to disappear from sight. We're continuously gone. The rest of you make your way back across the bridge to the main campus, only to find a familiar face waiting for you. Dean Wade? What are you doing here? I came to pay my respect to the new High Ton. His eyes sweep over you and Atlas before settling on you. He bows. Congratulations, Elijah. Thanks. Do you do a lot of work at the High Ton? I do. As a member of the High Ton Council, I've been sent to ensure your first act is to stabilize the magic of the world. And how is that done? You just have to channel your flashing energy into the sky, and that will keep anything from malfunctioning for now. You've got it. Let's make a big boom. As you channel your flashing magic up into the sky, it explodes into dozens of sparks. Thank you, and I look forward to working with you in the future. But for now, I will take my leave, as I suspect you will still have much to speak on with your friends and family. Dean waited to get another bow before heading back across campus. Dean swore and gasped. Oh, that reminds me. We need to discuss the future of the education. We need to discuss the future of your education at Prendergast. Dean Swan, I'm high ton now. Surely I get to be done with college. Absolutely not. You still need to get your degree. And how's that going to work with all my new responsibilities? You'll simply have to find time in your schedule to attend a few classes. Though I'll be willing to count some of your work as high-toned, as an independent study of sorts. I can't believe I have to finish school. I'm the most powerful attorney in the world. This just seems ridiculous. Being powerful doesn't mean knowing everything. There are still plenty of spells to master and more subjects to study. And frankly, I'm of the opinion that one should never stop learning. Ugh, you're not gonna let this go, are you? You're dating a book nerd. You can't be this upset about learning. Dean Swan turns to Atlas, and her expression softens, sorrow in her eyes. As for you, Atlas, without magic, you won't be able to continue your coursework here at Prendergast. Then you're kicking me out? Of course not. I'd never make you leave. If you like, you can stay here and shadow classes. Or, if you'd rather, you can go home with your mother. You know, I'd be happy to have you, but I understand if you'd rather stay close to your friends. I'll have to think about it. I think you all should head to the dining hall and get something to eat. It's been a long day, after all, and you should take a moment to relax and recover before things get hectic once again. Just then, your stomach gives a loud grumble, and a moment later, Atlas's does the same. Oh man, I'm starving. Some food does sound good right now. Go on then. Evan and I will be in her office if you need us. Thank you, Elijah and Alice's mom, Dean Swan, but I can take them here. All aboard the food train, partying right now. Choo-choo! You follow Zeph into the dining hall and over to a table, where he urges each of you into a chair. Zeph, you didn't let any of us get any food. I know, but that's because I got a surprise. Just wait here. I love surprises. Zeph disappears as he rushes toward the buffet, then appears moments later on his laden plates. How on earth did you get the staff to serve you breakfast during lunchtime? That's a Zep's secret. And one you won't hear me complaining about. You'd rather hear a lot more than complaints if you don't give us that food right now. There's the hangry Atlas we know enough. As Zeph spreads the dishes across the table, you notice how familiar they each are. Hang on, those are Popsy O's with Yoba eggs. These are dragon links. These are the same foods they served on my first day at Prendergast. Bingo. Now we could take a trip down memory lane, back to when you didn't think you had any magic. I remember being terrified of being vaporized. When Griffin showed me around, he told me about the security system, and I was convinced the statue was going to fry me. I had no idea. He played it off super well. You all do know that statue doesn't actually vaporize intruders, right? What? 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 Everyone's head swivels to look at Beckett, who pinches the bridge of his nose. Why would you want your security system to kill someone before you have the chance to take them into custody for questioning? And imagine the lawsuits if it accidentally killed someone who wasn't an intruder. Then why do people think that's what it does? More than likely, it was a practical joke with some upperclassmen of the freshman years ago, and it's just stuck. That year really was wild, and I even included the part where I got kidnapped. Don't forget about the disaster surprise birthday party we all tried to plan. Wait, I think I read about this. We were sneaking around to prepare for the party, but Atlas thought we were working for Rafe. And it wasn't like we met him yet, so we could dissuade him with the notion. He was convinced that one or all of you was secretly trying to kill me, and the party was where you were going to spring their trap. They were all being very suspicious. stealing plants and leaving behind notes with cryptic riddles and sneezing. Honestly, we probably just had shot this YouTube. We probably just had shot this YouTube where when you showed up on the roof. I just still didn't trust us after that. Given my past mistakes. And I suppose he had a reason not to. Atlas was such a bad actor. It's a miracle you all didn't figure out what's going on. I suspect you're referring to the first time all of us met Atlas, although we didn't know it yet. He was pretending to be Elijah. But they have different hairstyles. Thank you, Aster. I told him that my hair had got messed up due to some magic. And then you trying to punch back his eyebrows off if you try to fix it. I can't believe we were both for that. Tells you how preoccupied we were at the time. As you all laugh, the mood, the table seems to lighten. You fall back into your usual pattern. Once your friend is eating, Beckett takes your hand, and you let him guide you out into the hallway. He pauses outside the massive double doors, his eyes roaming through the line of your face, as still trying to memorize it. Hey, what's the matter? Nothing. I'm just remind myself that you're here, that you're alright. His grip tightens on your hand, so his forehead creases with sorrow. Before the fight, I wouldn't let myself even think about the possibility you would lose, that I would lose you. That it started, and it was the only thing I could think about. So that's why you intervened. Yes, but after Atlas drew me back to my portal, all I could do was watch when his fire nearly consumed you. At the end, we lost sight of everything. I'd never been more frightened. Not with Rafe, not with Kane. You bring Beckett's hand up to your chest, laying his palm over your heart, so you can feel the steady beat of it. It's over, Beckett. You don't have to be afraid anymore. I know. The feeling's just hard to shake, even after how relieved I was earlier. Seeing your face always makes me happy. When I saw it after the light faded, it was nothing less than euphoria. Aren't you a charmer? I know it's selfish of me, but all I want right now is to go someplace where the two of us can be alone, where I can just hold you. A blush dots his cheeks, turning them red. I happen to know of a library on the other side of campus that really gets any visitors apart from myself. What do you say to sneaking off there so the two of us can get some unlimited time together? Of course, it's a library. Visit the private library with Beckett, share a romantic moment with him, so last chance to spend time alone with him. Of course, it's a library. Beckett leads you through the halls of panic gas to a cozy library that looks oddly mundane compared to the one you used to. As you step inside, let your fingers trail over the spines of the nearest shelf of books. Is that this place really gets visitors? That would be because the books in here aren't enchanted to fly the way the ones in the main library are. Apparently, there just be some concern that such enchantments could degrade quality of the volumes, so you interrupt him with a kiss, join your arms around his neck, and drag him close. He immediately melts into your embrace, his lips sliding against yours, as though that's where they're meant to be. They are. Far be it for me to complain, but what was that for? I just couldn't wait any longer. You drag your fingers through his hair as you come together again, and lets out a low groan against your lips. As you deepen the kiss, the wintergreen smell of him washes over you, mixing perfectly with the aroma of old parchment that fills the air. But I do understand your urgency. There's no rush. We can take our time. And you know how much I love savoring you. This is the last book, last chapter. I'm gonna miss speaking for Beckett. I know I complained in the past, but I just started getting the voice down. I think I started getting good with his voice, but now this is the last chapter, the last book. It's okay. I'm gonna read another book with another nerdy character. I'm gonna bring it back. Like Alistair's voice from Endless Summer. I'm trying to get my mic to stay still, but it doesn't want to. Like with Alistair's voice moved to Beckett, Beckett's voice will move to someone else. Eventually. Maybe. Someday. Maybe not. He trails feather-like kisses across your cheek, along your jaw, and finally down to your neck, each one making you shiver. Then he looks over your pulse point, and you grip on his hair. And your grip on his hair tightens, making both of you gasp. You're teasing me. I'm relieving. I'm reveling. You drag him into another kiss, slow and sensual, and simmering heat grows in your belly. His hand slides down to your backside before he pulls you flush against him, and suddenly your clothes feel far too tight. Beckett, please, get my clothes off. Well, since you asked so nicely. As he slowly removes your clothing, his fingertips occasionally brush your bare skin, each touch perfectly designed to make you want more. Then when the last of the fabric finally falls away, his eyes swoop over you hungrily, even as his cheeks darken. That's quite a bulge, if I say so myself. About myself. Like what you see? I always prefer to show, not tell. With a smirk, Beckett leans in, his lips skimming along your collarbone and raising goosebumps along your skin. Then he moves on to explore the rest of your chest, his mouth mapping out every spot that makes you squirm. You got me feeling a little underdressed. You grip the fabric of his blazer, and when he nips at his sensitive bit of skin, you tug on it, desperate to see more of him. But he doesn't budge, too busy tasting every inch of you, so he can reach until you're burning up. You have to wait a moment. I'm still worshiping you. You drop your hand down to the front of his pants, rubbing at him through the fabric, and his hips buck into the touch. You make a very compelling argument. Laughing, you help Beckett out of his jacket, then unbutton his shirt as he rids himself of his shoes and pants. As the shirt slides off his shoulders, he stands bare before you. You take a moment to admire him. Why is his bulge bigger than mine? Since I never die, I say, in my life. Now this is a view I can get used to. He blushes at your words, the color spreading across his chest, and you reach out to run your hand over the same spot. Taking your hand, he brings it to his lips and presses a tender kiss to the back of your fingers. What do you want, Elijah? Whatever it is, I'll give it to you. Beckett, I need more. As you wish. A moment later, his lips are back on your skin, leaving fire in the wake as he maps out a path down your body. Then he reaches between your legs to take a hold of you, and you draw your head back as you rock into his touch. He chuckles, then sinks to his knees for you as his hand continues to work, sending ripples of pleasure through you. He leans in so you can feel the soft warmth of his breath right where you crave him, so tantalizingly close, and you can't help but moan. Seems like I haven't lost my touch. Before you can reply, his mouth joins his hand, lips wrapping around you, and you immediately grab hold of the back of his head. Oh my god, he's getting out to BJ. Your knees buckle as you're surrounded by that perfect heat, and you suddenly recall just where you are. Can't believe you're willing to defile the library just to have me. He pulls back to press an open mouth kiss to the juncture of your hip, then looks up at you, eyes dark and full of devotion. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, Elijah. His words steal your breath, and you drag him back to his feet so you can meet him in a heated kiss, tasting yourself on his tongue. Sorry, I need a drink. Your whole body aches with need. The need to feel his body even closer to you. The need to be joined with him. Beckett, take me against the bookcase. That's in my strength. More like one to enjoy it. He grabs the back of your thighs and lifts you into his arms, biceps flexing, and he lets come to wrap around his waist. He walks across the room. On your back, his bookcase is shelf digs into your skin. You groan. That's perfect. Let your head fall back against the row of books as he sucks softly at your collarbone. His grip on you tightens as he holds you up in one hand so he can use his other to get you ready for him. Every touch making your body sing. Then you just wait until you feel this. He draws his forehead against yours, letting your breasts mingle as he slowly brings your hips to his. You touch his shoulders as he starts to move, the bookcase creaking behind you every time you come together. Yes. Yes. You grind your lips together as he finds a rhythm that both sends jolts of ecstasy through you and makes you desperate for more. You reach back to brace yourself on the shelf so you can walk up to meet his every move, swallowing the groan that falls from his lips. God, Elijah, hey. Above your head, chandeliers all begin to swing and spin as Beckett's thrusts go more and more erratic. Then he drops a hand between your bodies, and it rapidly becomes too much for you to bear. Becky, I'm close. I've got you. Ooh. I'm drinking before I say this, because I don't need to tell you what white hot bliss is. White hot bliss crest over you, all encompassing, and you surrender to it, letting it sweep you away till there's nothing else but you and Beckett. And drink. Oof. A short while later, you and Beckett find yourselves cuddled up on a couch in the corner of the library. He presses a kiss to the side of your head as his hand gently strokes over your back. So I can't believe this is how today's ending. I'm sure you're still processing it all, but how are you feeling about everything that happened? Considering this morning, I thought I was going to have to fight my brother to the death. Pretty good. Beckett tucks his head into your neck, nuzzling his nose against your skin as he holds you tighter. I'm certainly pleased with the outcome. Your laugh turns into a soft sigh as he kisses the juncture of your shoulder. You brush your hand through his hair, and he pulls back to look at you. Beckett says you're still worried. It just feels like there's a lot of stuff up in the air. Well, whatever comes our way, I think we're more than capable of dealing with it, as today has proven. I don't know how I got so lucky. Well, as you may recall, you drew a fireball at me in our first class together. Okay, Beckett, have you heard of an accident? That was years ago, and it was an accident. Let it go. Ah, yes. The secret to happiness is making a spectacularly bad first impression. My first impression of you was when you got launched out of the lake, though I suppose your point still stands. We got launched out of the lake. We see Beckett, and he's glaring at us like, "The fuck are you doing? You missed the Hall of Mirrors blank miles. Like, what the fuck are you doing?" He's pissed. Like, why? What is your deal? What is your problem? Like, he was pissed. Like, my bad, I'm kind of new here. Then having the same class together, it's like, ugh, you again. Like, why do you do, Mr. Grumpy? The fuck? Then being sent to the office together, and him having my back. Like, oh my god. And I thought you were the one sending like those shadow things at me. It wasn't you? Oh my god, I sent a fireball at him, and Beckett took the blame for me. Like, why would you do that? I thought you hated me. And that's how I found out he's a love interest. Like, oh. Like, my very first time reading this book. Like, oh. He's a love interest? My love interest hates me? Oh. How do I get him to soften up? And then immediately, I only cared about him. Like, I wanted Shreya. Then when I realized Beckett was a love interest, I said, oh, the angry nerd. I could date the angry nerd. And now here we are, 3 books and a small book later. Like 3 books and a short book later. We've been dating for years. Sneaking off to different secret hidden areas. Some of them being libraries. To make out. To fuck. Like, oh my god. I've not seen an angry scowl on that man's face directed at me in years. Like, I've changed him. He's still a hard-headed nerd, but you know, he's my nerd, and he loves me. Yeah, I can make him smile. I can make him smile. Like, look at that. Look at that right there. I can make him smile. I can make him laugh. I can take his clothes off. Again, look right there. I can suck, but I do believe I'm the lucky one in this situation, given that you didn't run off despite my surly attitude. I happen to like your surly attitude. See? Thank you. See? I like it. Exactly, Elijah. I like it. I love that. You angry little nerd. You little angry little know-it-all little Mr. Show-Off. Just not as much as I like turning your face red. He grants his cheeks darken. Then he leans in and captures your lips in a soft, sweet kiss. And everything else fades away. I love you, Elijah. I love you too. In your good books. Shut up. You and Becca stay cuddled close, time slipping away as you hold each other, till you eventually have to leave the library. Do we have to? That night, you lie in your bed, cuddled up with Beckett, and despite your exhaustion, you're unable to stop thinking. Even if the competition is over, I still have so many questions, and no idea what the future is really going to look like. Then Beckett's arms tighten around you, and you instantly feel more at ease. Well, one thing's for certain, Beckett will be there. As for the rest, I guess I'll just have to wait and see. You close your eyes, and a steady rise and fall Beckett's chest gradually lulls you to sleep. The next year passes in the blink of an eye, and you find yourself seated on Pentecost's lawn at your graduation. Ooh, what is she wearing? I want to see the whole outfit. Let me see it. I can't believe it's actually happening. No, what? A suit we didn't have to pay for? Oh my god. No kidding. It feels like just yesterday I was starting my freshman year. Pay for yourself. I've been working my butt off these last few weeks to make sure I pass on my classes. Dean Swan steps onto a makeshift stage at the front of the crowd, her gaze sweeping over the students. She smiles. Welcome, Pentecast graduates, and all your friends and families. And all your family and friends. Today's a momentous occasion. You take your first steps out into the world, no longer students. But now I'd like to invite Professor England to the stage to kick off our ceremony. Professor England joins Dean Swan, holding an open box that contains an intricate medal. Thank you, Dean Swan. I have the honor of announcing this year's valedictorian, Beckett. Beckett, this student has shown not only a mastery over magic, but also the curiosity and determination that we try to nurture in our pupils. Beckett, please join me in congratulating Mr. Beckett. Wait. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Elijah Snyder, your class valedictorian. I'm gonna get up, walk slowly, make eye contact with Beckett, smirk, and just brag about it, like, ha, I'm smarter than you, I'm better than you, I still love you, boo. Okay, bye. Applause erupts as you stand, with Zev and Shreya letting out loud whoops. Rokufin's voice echoes out from the crowd. Whoa! That's better with me. Let's go, Elijah. You step up onto the stage, and Professor England greets you with a smile for passing you your medal. Aster didn't say nothing, and Beckett didn't say nothing. Beckett! You didn't say nothing? Oh, we're breaking up. We're breaking up. You're not celebrating? You're not celebrating this with me? Are you just being salty in your seat? Beckett, how come I don't hear you cheering? Aster, I see you clap. I see you clapping, Aster. Hey, hi girl. Beckett, you should have been the loudest person. That's it. We're over. Nope. We're done. Beckett, Harrington, you and me are over. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Jealous? You jealous? Do better then. You step up onto the stage, and Professor England greets you with a smile for passing you your medal. Thank you, Professor. You then turn to face the crowd, smiling out at the familiar faces you see there. Ow! Hit my arm. My bed frame. I just want to say how honored I am. Being recognized like this when I know just how many talented people there are here. It really means a lot. I Beckett specifically. I just like staring at him like, how'd I get this and you didn't? You slacking. You slacking because of me? Aw. Anyways. Pendergast has given me so much these last 4 years, and it's just one of the many things I'll cherish for the rest of my life. You turn to your seat, where Beckett gives you an approving nod. Just a nod? A nod? A nod? Just a nod for that? You know what? We're done. We're breaking up. No. I cannot take this right now. I cannot believe you. Shreya, switch seats with me right now. Right now. Get me away from this man. What was that? I love him. He's so predictable. He's not even smiling too. That's why I expected from him as well. He's not cheering. You know why he's not cheering? Well, I meant I am a little jealous. You more than earned this title. Congratulations. Congratulations. He's jealous. So he's sitting there, not applauding, not cheering. He's just sitting there, salty, just green with envy. And we come back to sit down next to him, grinning with our medal, like, hey, look what I got. Hey, look, it's so shiny. Oh my god. And he's just sitting there, like, looking at us, like, looking at the medal, and back to us, and nods, like. I am jealous, but you know, congratulations, I guess. Okay, Beckett. Okay. Alright. You know, fine. We don't have to break up. Cause I know you still love me, you're just being a little salty right now. And being honest, I like it like this. This is nice. I like when you like this. When you're smiling, it's kind of unsettling. You know, it's kind of uncanny. Like, I love making you happy. But I love when you're this jealous little know-it-all. And I just, like, reach over and just boop him on the nose. Like, boop. No way he didn't cheer. Or even give, like, a single, like you think one of the people is gonna point out cheering you on will be the person you end up dating, but apparently not if it's Beckett, because Beckett's internal thought is fuck you. Now it's time to handle diplomas. Now, if it's about that Uranus award, whatever it's called, and I get it, not Beckett, Beckett's gonna be pissed. He's gonna storm off. He's gonna end these. He's gonna end these with me. Then I'm gonna have to go chase him. Like, back it. Come on. You can't expect to win all of them. I know you expect to win all of them, but like, realistically speaking, like, I know you think you deserve to win every single award, Mr. Know-It-All, but you can't walk out because I won this award. This is a big trophy. Oh my god, it's cool too. It's so shiny and big and gold. No wonder you want to get all these. Sorry, no, I'm not bragging. Back it, come back here. Back it. You get one next. Oh wait, this is last year at Pendergast. You had a good run. Back it, don't be like that. Back it, please. Be proud. Shouldn't you be proud of your boyfriend? Be proud of me. He's gone. Shreya, can you go talk to him, please? Griffin. As I'm sure you know you're not cheering him up. Zeph, stay with me, please. I just a friend. I can just laugh right now, too, please. I can't talk to him like this. I just can't. I can't. Anyways, Dean Swan begins to call names of each of your classmates, who each walk across the stage to receive their diplomas. Receiving her Bachelor of Magic degree with a major in Natural Studies and a minor in Magical Culture, Miss Esther Diu. Bravo. Receiving his Bachelor of Magic degree with a major in Tomography and a minor in Magical Education, Mr. Beckett Harrington. See, look at that. A major in Tomography. I finally learned how to say it by the end of the third book. That's crazy. Oh, now he's happy. That's my brother, everyone. Oh my god. Receiving his Bachelor of Magic degree with a major in Social Magics. Receiving his Bachelor of Magic degree with a major in Social Magics, Mr. Zephyr Hernandez. He's also the team captain who led the Dry Mars through the last two championships. Received her master. You think I would know how to say the word bachelor by now, but I can't. I just want to say master so bad. Received her Bachelor of Magic degree with a major in Magical Design, Miss Shreya Misery. Congratulations. I was gonna say, who's she? That's her mom. God says. Your heart starts to pound as each of your classmates walks to the point that you barely hear Dean Swan does call your name. Receiving his Bachelor of Magic degree, Mr. Elijah Snyder. You hurry up onto the stage, which presents you with your diploma. I graduated from high school in 2020, but it was 2020, so I didn't get an actual graduation. This is fine. It's cool. It's not like I wanted one. I didn't want one. It was a fucking drive-by to school. Drive up to the school, get out, get the diploma, take a picture, get back in, keep driving, with teachers cheering at the sidelines. One of them got so close to the car, they jumped back, like, stay back, stay. He almost jumped in the car, like, hey, Dad, drive faster, please. Drive faster, I don't care who you hit, drive faster, he got too close. Congratulations, Elijah. I'm so very proud of you. Thanks, T. Swan. It still kind of feels like a dream. Tucking the roll parchment beneath your arm, you make your way back to your seat as Dean Swan continues. Receiving an honorary Bachelor of Magic degree, Mr. Atlas Earnhardt. Honorary? Oh. Atlas' eyes go wide as Dean Swan calls his name. but your mom quickly ushers him up to the stage, where he accepts his diploma with a smile. It's a nice suit. You're welcome. I say you're welcome because book one, if we didn't invite him to the little masquerade party thing, he wouldn't have that suit. Those are my sons. Once the last of the names has been called, Dean Swan steps up to the podium once more. Congratulations, Drismar. You are now all graduates of Pendergast College of Elemental Magics. All around you, your classmates get to their feet, and Shreya grabs your arm, tugging you up to join them. Hang on. You don't have graduation tabs to draw. Do a ton? Do something else? You do magic. I don't make everyone wet right now. I can make Beckett wet in a different way. I just give him a side eye, little cheeky grin, and he just rolls his eyes, pinching the bridge of his nose, like, oh my god. Time and place, legend. Time and place. But then you still see like the blush spreading from his cheeks to his ears, like No telling you how to think about that right now. And he's just trying to lie to me that he's not thinking about what I just said, and us doing that right now, at that moment. He's trying to play it off, but he's stammering, and again his face is just going from a light pink to like a deep red, like go on. This might not be a wedding, but it still feels right. You raise your hands, and a cloud of multicolored flower petals fills the sky above your heads. They drift through the air, falling softly down the crowd like snowflakes. Oh, Elijah, that's beautiful. I want to try. After draws her own hands up in the air, and a bunch of cherry blossoms appear, mixing with the flowers you created. You guys show me up with the cherry blossoms? Cheers go up all around you as the rest of your classmates add their magic to the skies full of fairy spells. But Atlas can't do it. Then, as the crowd begins to disperse, you group with Atlas and the rest of your friends on the other side of the quad. Well, it's official. All the Misfits are no longer students. Griffin's been there and done that. How's the work world treating you? I forgot he's the only one who's a grade above us. Just strange, because I would have thought it was Beckett, since he knows everything and is doing spells above his grade level. Ooh, you should know how to do that. That's for upperclassmen. You're not an upperclassman. You're underclassman. How do you know how to do that? Why can't you do that? Why can't upperclassmen do that? Some upperclassmen aren't good at doing what you just did, and you just did that perfectly. Why? Why? Such a nerd, going above and beyond. I thought he was the upperclassman until I kept reading. Oh, he's in the same. He's in the same grade as us. Griffin isn't. Are you serious? Beckett. Nerd. You like school that much? The fuck is wrong with you? The Ring of Fire is beautiful. Every place I go somehow is even more magic than the last. Apart from all the destruction, earthquakes, volcanoes are causing, I assume. Most of the work I've been doing is to prevent that kind of destruction. Stabilizing false lines, anchoring loose soil, that kind of thing. That is so boring. How about you, Atlas? Now you've been doing what magic. Are the marbles helping? They are. Though it still doesn't feel exactly like it used to. And I keep forgetting I need them to begin with. It's getting easier though. Has the rest of you figured out what you're doing yet? Of course you know what you're doing. Beckett, we didn't ask you. We know you have your whole 10 years planned out. And I hope each one of those years involved me. Plus more. Thank you very much. I was accepted into the graduate program at the College of Enchantment in London, while we continue my study of charmography. Of course you are. London. Graduate school is the only real way to do magical research these days, after all. He leaves school to go back to school. He leaves school to go back to school. Nerd. I love him. Oh, come on, Beckett. Everyone here knows you're only going to graduate school because you want to be a professor. That's not the end goal, but that's not the only reason. Like, I read that so wrong. That is the end goal, but that's not the only reason. Beckett and Griffin aren't going to be the only just setters in this soup. I'm taking Serena Sublime Global. I'm traveling too. I'm gonna visit a ton of universities and their men's groups, talk about what my experience has been like. And with any luck, I'll be able to encourage them all to start working together. Or I'll be staying right here in Pentecost. You finally decided on a job? I talked to Dean Swan about it, and she gave me the idea to stay on as guidance counselor. I never could decide what I wanted to do, but she thinks that will make me a great fit to help others going through the same thing. And I just get to coach Steve's team. I know what I'll be doing. After all, the Untold government's not going to run itself. I'll be happy to no longer have to juggle classes while the rest of my work though. Yeah, making all those. Yeah, making use all that time to do fun stuff. I want to catch up on sleep. Yeah. What about you, Alice? Where you gonna go? I'm gonna be staying at Pendergast like Zev. Everyone wants me to teach some courses on combat magic. It'll be challenging without having magic myself, but I will figure it out. That reminds me, have you heard anything from C lately? They reach out every couple of months to tell us about all the new places they've been to, and tell us to send souvenirs. We both got about a dozen tiny decks of spoons now. You go over the faces of your friends, suddenly realizing you aren't sure when you'll see them all like this again. We're all of us going to so many different places. This might be the last time we're all together for a while. Excuse me, I'm still planning to host you out for the Wizard Solstice, and you'd better be there. This Solstice is still 6 months away. This will be the longest we all been apart since we came to Pentecost. Well, can't say goodbye here on campus. We need to do something special to celebrate. Penn Square always has this, and the year market. Oh yes, it's always one of the most exciting times for the vendors there, and when they have the best food and drinks. Why don't we go there and have one last hurrah then? It does sound fun, but I don't know. Things are still so tense between Alice and me. Maybe this is what we need to move forward. How much? Celebrate your graduation at Penn Square, and the rest of the misfits, and reminisce on the years you spent together. It's your last chance to spend time with everyone. How much? That's fine. I'm just not at 200 anymore. Then tomorrow I'll get 30 back, so I'll be fine. I was supposed to get diamonds from the end of the summer event. I read chapters. I should have got diamonds from it by now. It's like past the time. Even past the time in PST time. You and your friends arrive at Penn Square to find carts and booths lining the streets, selling everything from food and drinks to trinkets and arts. It just hit me. This really is our last group out in here. Hey, this is a celebration. No sad dots allowed. And I just got... my god. I got just a thing to turn that frown upside down. Zev grabs your arm and drives you over to a cart selling a variety of multicolored drinks. A little treat always cheers me up. On that, we agree. You go over the menu, noting the strange concoctions that make it up. Even being in the magical world for 4 years, I still only recognize about half of these. But, you know, magic mochas are my favorites. They'll keep you going on no matter what. No matter how little sleep you got the night before. I'm personally a fan of Bubble Pop. It's fizzy and fruity, and will knock you off your feet. About lemon lemonade. Only drink that if you're a fan of speaking in rhyme. I want to speak in rhyme though. But I get really sold me on it. Exactly. He's like, I mean, he sounds like he hates it for the rhyming part. Which means I have to drink it just to rhyme. just to annoy him. We're in our territory now. Hopefully, this is gonna be over before an hour and 10 minutes. I'm betting on it. Beckett really sold me on it. Don't say I didn't warn you. And take the glass of bright yellow lemonade and sip from it. The sweet and sour flavor flooding your mouth. But nothing seems to have changed until you start to speak. There once was a person named Atlas, who was known to walk around hatless. Give me a second. What I said was stupid, but then is Atlas's response that got me. Absolutely not. I'm stopping this now. With drinks in hand, you all continue to the market, admiring the strange objects you see at each booth before Griffin pipes up. So now your college experience is over. What was your favorite part? How'd you answer that first, Griffin? You're the one who's had a year to think on it. Is it a cop-out if I say meeting all of you? Definitely. Because if you say that, then that's what we're all going to say. I've always had to pick winning that scholarship at the end of my junior year. It was nice to see how my hard work paid off. Happened you had to drive march was my favorite, though I did also like bringing you all to the groove. I quite enjoyed my classes, particularly the upper level ones, where we got to dig into magical theory. Of course you did, he said, surprising absolutely no one. Shut up, Beckett, and shut up, Atlas. Shut up. Shut up. I'm separating you two. Shut up. Oh god, if I marry Beckett one day, which I will, they're gonna be related. This means they're gonna see a lot more of each other. Oh god. Oh yeah, I know, of course. Your favorite part of college was learning upper level magic and stuff, yeah. Of course it was, he said, surprising absolutely no one. What about you, Atlas? What's your favorite part? He pauses for a long moment. I guess I have to be finally getting to meet you, Elijah. Okay, well, now for bad for saying winning the Thieves Championship. Both years I was captain. Don't, because my favorite moment was definitely all the parties we got to go to. That first winter south night, meeting the merfolk, and even the gala my parents drew. They were all so much fun. Can't argue with that. Were the parties your favorite part then too, Elijah? It will never be playing thief. Ever. I hated it. No, my favorite part was learning magic. After living in the tuneless world for so many years, being able to make fire in the palm of my hand was so cool. And that was only the beginning. I have to admit, seeing you get so excited about magic did give me a new perspective on life. When you go up around magic, you sort of stop noticing it, but it's so new to you. It definitely gave me the appreciation for even the simplest enchantments. I can't imagine having to get everywhere in a metal box. It sounds awful. You only say that because you've never been to a monster truck rally. As you cross to the other side of the square, you smile as you spot Astor's family shop, looking just the same as it did the first time you saw it. You know, it's funny, but no matter how many times I've been to Penn Square, it doesn't seem like it ever changes. Well, you don't even come here during the day, and Pentecost's climate control keeps the weather the same. Oh, but this place is so beautiful at night. Welcome by magic. It shouldn't be too difficult to temporarily darken things around here, if you'd like to see it. Then we can spruce it up even more if we introduce some snow into the mix. Let's make it snow at night. Just follow my lead. And of course, what's better than it being snowy? Nighttime. What's better than nighttime? There being snow. What is one of the things I can't get in real life right now? Snow. As in, I need summer to wrap it up quickly. And I need fall to Well, go at its normal pace, I guess. Fall's fine. It's cold. Fall's cold. It's fine. I can deal with it. I just need winter when it comes to like slow down. Last winter was nice. It's fun. I liked it. I loved it. I need this upcoming winter to slow down and take its time. Right. Because mainly I don't want January to come by so fast. And as you know, I'm 25 and I'm considered an actual adult. I don't want to be an adult yet. Let's make some snow. Ow. Ooh. In a blinding flash of light, the entire square goes dark, and the street lamps and store. I cannot read. In a blinding flash of light, the entire square goes dark, and when the street lamps and the store lights flicker on, you find it blanketed in snow. Wow, this is amazing. Not a bad way to say goodbye, huh? I still can't quite believe this is it. Well, it's not really. We'll see each other soon. I cannot read. We'll see each other again. Rather soon, I'm sure. But this part of our lives is still over. And things won't ever be the same. Don't let that get you down. Take from me, but there's a lot of good waiting after this. Still, there's a lot I'm going to miss. Sharing meals, hanging out in the roost, even the late night study sessions. I'm gonna miss free food. No more endless selection in the dining hall. Not to pay for food. Or worse, pay for it and cook it yourself. So long, endless pasta dinners. You'll be missed. You are so dramatic. Hey. I'm sorry I'm digging my stomach and my wallet. You probably missed the classes, you nerd. You are so dramatic. But unfortunately, they're right. Don't say unfortunately. But unfortunately, they're right. College campuses love to give people free food. The rest of the world, not so much. You all have to promise to stay in touch, alright? I don't want the next time I hear from you to be at our 10-year reunion. Elijah, we would never let that happen. Okay, but staying in touch doesn't mean just in each other's Instagram posts. I expect video calls. Hey, y'all managed with me this last year. I'm sure we can keep it up. Multiple time zones will make it tricky, but we certainly faced worse before. Last year I promised with a group hug. What? No, I didn't agree to. Too late. You and Zeph throw your arms around Atlas, catching him in a hug, and everyone else quickly joins in. Everyone? Including Beckett? You hold each other for a long moment, and when you finally let go, Shreya clears her throat. 2 minutes. I did have one last surprise before we all head out. Consider a graduation present. Though, yours is a little late, Griffin. She hands each of you a small item, and you look down at it, you find a new mistress bracelet. Shreya, this is perfect. I know that most of yours are nearly falling apart at this point, so I put the special enchantment on these ones. They should be able to withstand being set on fire and not just to color even after being left in the water or sun. That's very thoughtful, Shreya. This was very thoughtful, Shreya. I like how the first time Beckett was given one, he didn't... I'm allowed to reminisce too. The first time he was given one, he didn't think he was going to get one, just because he didn't think he was part of our friend group. Like, well, Elijah likes you, and he considers you a friend. So that means we consider you a friend, which means you're part of the Misfits. And he's just looking on like, great. Like, he's like, just what I wanted. Great. It's like, he's like faking enthusiasm. And as soon as I think I chose to put his on. As soon as I put his on, he's like fixing it. He's like adjusting it, looking at it with a bored expression. But then like a split second, he's smiling at it. Oh, he loves it. He's happy. He loves us. Oh. Okay, back it. It's an hour and 10 minutes. I failed. Under an hour 15. But no, I really remember that. He like pretending to like not care about it at all. Like he hates it so much. Like it was killing him to wear it. And then he starts smiling at it for a little bit when Nick knows paying attention. Like, aw, you love us. Shut up. And just what I needed. I've been worried the old ones was gonna fall off for weeks now. I promise, I wear it all the time. I will not. You nudge Alex in the side, as Freddy glares at him, and he huffs out of breath. But I will wear it when I can. Happy? Him too. He's acting like he hates it. But at the same time, he was happy to have one. He's happy to have one. He's like, with like a new bracelet, Atlas? He's like, what? No, shut up. And he turns around looking at it like, with a little grin, like admiring it. And looks back to us, like it wasn't just like, the expression on his face right now. Like, just admit it. You like it. You love it. You're happy. Shut up. Yes. Andre, the Misfits forever. 1, 2, 3. The Misfits forever. Your voices echo across the square, followed by your laughter. You soak in the moment with your friends. That night, you take a walk with Beckett across the campus. Loomis and Navi at your side is still going. Woof. Cool. It's so strange to think after we graduates, through everything that happened, I wasn't sure we were gonna make it. I had the utmost faith in us. But saying goodbye does remind me, there's one thing I've been meaning to talk to you about for the last few weeks now. You mean other than how much you adore me? Beckett rolls his eyes, even as his cheeks go a little pink. Yes, other than that. I was just thinking that with me going to continue my studies in London, that the two of us could get a place. Are you suggesting that we move in together? I am, if you're amenable. I know that you'll be doing a lot of travel as hired turned, but I thought it'd be nice for you to have a place to come back to. I'm more than amenable. The two of you meet in a sweet, sensual kiss. The first of what you know is only to come. The first of what you know is only one of many more to come. You slide your hand to his hair as you taste his lips, but then a voice comes calling from the main building. Elijah, Beckett, stop making out, you're getting missed goodbye hugs. Zeph, I ought to slap you for broadcasting our business like that. Beckett, no, Beckett, don't pull away. Come back. They can wait a few more seconds. Come here. Okay. Beckett sighs as he pulls away, clearly reluctant, but then he gives you a soft smile, the kind only you ever get to see. And I love that. I love it. Only we get to see it. I suppose we better get back. We get to see that smile of the grumpy man. You go on ahead. I'll be right behind you. Beckett nods and heads across the quad. And you stop to look over the space that's become so familiar to you these last few years. I'm gonna miss this place. I'm sure I'll be back someday, but it'll never be quite the same. But I guess, thank you for giving me a place where I belonged. I spent so many years feeling lost and out of place. Once I came here, I realized why. This was always where I was meant to be. Yeah. Loomis nuzzles against you, while now he runs happily between your legs. Yeah, regular college wasn't working out for us. We didn't like it. And we wish we could be somewhere else. And then we got pulled into a mirror and shot out of a lake into some magical world. And we've been here for 4 years. You're right. I better catch up with everyone. My time as a student at Pendergast might be over, but I can't wait to see what new adventures are out there. But this is the last book. There's no more adventures because this is the last book. Unless they make one in the future, but do you know how long it's been since they made it? Book 3, this book, came out this year. It came out earlier this year. Do you know how long it's gonna be for a fourth one to come out, if they make a fourth one? Yeah, like years from now, if they ever make a fourth one. And if they do, it's probably gonna be one of those stupid AI movie things, because Choices, this app, is somewhat turning into AI slop with the stupid little cartoon movie things they have going on. And then some of the stories, like I already read, like Eyes on Me, that's AI. If you couldn't tell by the weirdly generated faces but badly drawn out backgrounds. Yeah, the realistically real faces in Eyes on Me, that's AI. That's AI artwork, at least. Anyways, you take one final look at the place that's been your home before you leave it behind and step into your future. Under it now at 20. Congratulations, you collect all the spells and unlock the bonus scene. Oh, come the fuck on. It's still going. I'm tired. It's 5 in the morning. I'm tired. Time after graduation passes in the blink of an eye, as you and everyone important in your life find their place in the world. And now you get to find out what they're doing. On an island in the middle of the Pacific, a griffin stands with his hands buried in the dirt on the side of a volcano. I'm keeping a lid on this thing, but we need to divert the lava into the ocean to keep it from exploding. On it. Amy draws her hands out and rips a chunk of rock from the outside of the mountain, sending lava spewing into the sea. The water steams violently. The two matters collide, but then the rumbling ground seems to settle. It was like that did it. Under an hour 20, please. On the other side of the world, Beckett sits at a desk in an ordinary classroom. His sister, Katrina, hovering nearby. This place is amazing. I don't know why I didn't think to come back here when I was getting my degrees. I do hope you're not planning to get another one. I don't know. It would be fun to take a class from you for a change. Beckett slumps forward, putting his face in his hands. She's only teasing you, you know. I didn't think we was there too, but it makes sense that we're with Beckett. You go out the classroom to Beckett and lean in to press a soft kiss to his cheek, and he visibly relaxes. I thought it would say Beckett for last, since we're going to be with Beckett in this scene, but never mind. I don't know what I'd do without you. Probably starve, given that you've got your lunch again. Have you considered that I do it on purpose, so I can see you in the middle of the day? I like seeing you two, which is the only reason I let you get away with it. Oh my goodness, you two are just too cute. The real reason I popped in was to congratulate you on your paper. You read it? I don't think a single professor worth their salt hasn't. It's incredible how you were able to demonstrate why the building block method works, with how some elements are made of other ones. Just waiting to hear what I've found out since then. A few countries away, that's bright as hell, Shreya stands in the middle of a glitzy parlor, a crowd gathered all around her. I'm pleased to announce that we will be opening Serene and Sublime's first retail location here in Paris. You'll still be able to find out products in spas and boutiques around the world, but this store will allow us to offer an even wider range of products. Applause breaks out around her, and Shreya raises a glass of champagne. Into our future. The guests echo her toes. She steps away and approaches her mother, who watches from the sidelines. Excellent speech, Shreya. Wrong name. Excellent speech, Shreya. I think you may have won over every investor here. Some of them understood was just the first step. Now we have to make that happen. Back in the United States, Esther walks among a grove of strange trees, Sequoia and Birch following along beside her. No, Sequoia, Birch, don't speak. My voice is already going out. So you see, Zomato magic is not so different from our own. They use their magic to heal injuries and illness and to help others grow, physically and mentally. And you really think it's safe for us to be around them now? Most of the time these days are carried by us, but all they know is the falsehoods they read in their books. So why not just suggest the books? We already are, but books alone cannot teach them everything there is to know about us, about our way of life. All of us are part of this planet, and if we give them a chance to see our grooves, perhaps we can work together to make it a better one. Under a minute 25. Oh my god. Well, I'm for it. Trees around sway as if in agreement, setting beautiful purple blossoms falling through the air. Wonderful. Back up Pendergast. At the start of the school year, Zeb sits at a desk in a bright office across from the hall. I love the work I did with Shreya. I've always been good at managing numbers, but won't people think a business degree is boring? If it makes you happy and all, then I'd say go for it. You get what everyone else says. It's your future, and only you get to decide what it looks like. Hal pauses for a moment, then a bright smile lights up her face. You're right. Thanks, sir. I mean, Mr. Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez makes me sound old. Zeph is fine, and I'm happy to talk more about this later if you want. But right now, I gotta run. Our thief team is gonna coach itself after all. Meanwhile, in one of Pendergast's labs, Alice surprises first students as they attack training dummies with their magic. Put more heat into your fire, Hargrove. You're trying to burn your opponent, not just singe their clothing. Yes, Professor Earnhardt. The student strikes out again, the sun lighting the dummy on fire. He grins, and Alice nods approvingly. Better. Now see if you can do it while the dummy's coming at you. In the grand hallway, you sit at a massive table with a dozen other individuals that make up the High Ton Council. I'm happy to report the long-standing enchantments have all stabilized since you took over as leader. That's great to hear. But isn't there some other way that we can empower those enchantments so that the world doesn't tear itself apart just because there isn't a High Ton? It's certainly something that we can look into. The source's tethers might be a good place to start. Dean Swan sits at her desk, going through the tower and pile of papers on it when Thea pokes her head in. You up for movie night with me and Ledger and Atlas? Oh, Thea. I'm so sorry. I totally lost track of time. I figured. And that's why I'm here to pick you up. In the greenhouse, Professor Condos examines the carbon universe plant that once grew to massive size. Is something going on between Evelyn and our mom? Let me know. Let me know there's something going on between Dean Swan and our mom. Let me know. Let me know right now. Let me know right now. In the greenhouse, Professor Contos examines the carnivorous plant that once grew to massive size. I wonder if your capacity for growth could help farmers with struggling crops. Plant noises. How about we find out together? Professor England stands at the front of his classroom, gazing proudly at a new class of students. Welcome everyone to Spellwork 1A. In the water Pendergast's lake, Simon weaves among the weeds and looks up to the water, the students walking by. I do hope this year's class is interesting. In the nymph groove, Yabo and Taxa speak with a group of Dunt who sit in the grass, listen intently. And so, when a sapling comes of age, they pull out of the ground and become mobile. Many of our saplings you see here are just about ready to take that first step. Does that mean you get to see them start to walk? Yes, we very well could use your help, since all of us nymphs here are already rooted. In the moving old forest continuously floats, their heads swiveling back and forth to take it all in. The world really is so beautiful. In a large open field at a magical zoo, two dry moths snuggle together in the grass. One's belly has started to swell, and the other runs its trunk over it before intertwining it with its mates. High in the air, looking down at all might Gemma sit amongst the clouds. I'm so glad everything worked out with Elijah and Atlas. I had no doubts it would. They are prone to thinking outside the box. Perhaps we sources should consider giving it a try. I suppose, as long as others are interested. Kane remains trapped underground, no doubt plotting his escape, should the magic holding him ever waver. Everyone is, at last, in the proper place. The magic world spins on, and you got the rest of your life to enjoy it. Thank you so much for playing the Elements 3. This story never would have happened without the love and excitement of players like you, Elijah, and the misfits time of Pentecost may have come to an end. Magic can be found all around us. You just have to look for it. Oh my fucking god, goodbye.